Okay, are you ready? On my side, yes, I think I'm ready. I think I am ready. I think everything is turned on and yeah. Yeah. I see my face. Okay. Yeah. I think yes. Think we are ready. Hello and good evening. Welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. The first free MMO in existence. Until someone proves me wrong. How are you today? On my side, everything good. Everything great. So I was pretty happy to see yesterday that the movement system, the movement between waypoints is kind of working, at least partially. So what I want to do now, I want to do a test in the dummy database and reproduce the issue that we had with that character and see if that issue persists. Okay. And if we can reproduce it, if we can fix it and such, right? And such. So because we want the navigation to be smooth, I think that what we can do, probably the code we need to touch is inside the NPC operations. The code we need to touch is inside NPC operation in the... I don't know if it's in the wander operation. No, not the wander operation. The locate. The locate and move. Locate and move. So it's in one of this one. Now we need to see... this one is the one for tribes. No, this one is tribes. So probably is this one, I don't know. We will have to see, okay? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. First, I want to reproduce it. Okay, to reproduce it should be fairly easy. Basically, we just need one NPC to move along a path, and we need to take a waypoint and move it very high. Well, very high, a bit high. Okay, so that the NPC basically reaches it horizontally, but not vertically. I had some sushi tonight, very nice. I really like sushi, but you have to eat it like once every few weeks. So it's even better, you know. When it's sometime you don't eat it, is so much better. It's so much better. Yeah, first load of the day, so I guess the server will take some time. He's loading all the maps. He's loading all the maps. We are running with all the maps now. I don't know if we still need it. Actually, I have to remember to check in all the work that we did, because now I think that all the waypoint stuff is pretty much fixed. So I have to check it in all in SBN. We will have to export 3 tables: the path points, the waypoints, and the waypoint links, and put them into probably a new file. Yeah, I think that while it's loading, I think we will create a new file which is probably called waypoints or something like that, and we will link it, right? So we'll do update schema waypoints, and this one will go into SVN as well. Now I think in the coordinates we are already touching, in the coordinates I think we are changing waypoints. Yes, we are changing waypoints and path points. In theory all these ones now become useless because yeah, I should probably clean it up because we have so I have to do it for all the sectors, which is a bit annoying, but I will have to comment out all these ones, right, in all of them, and then maybe at the end of this file, we will source the other one. Maybe let me do it so it's done. But yeah, the sushi was very, very nice. Sushi was great. I'm commenting out. I don't want to delete them because maybe I will need it in the future. Hopefully not, but hopefully I will not need it, but fine. Path points, waypoints. Path points, waypoint. Look at how many freaking things we have in this game. Path points, waypoints. Path points, waypoints. Okay. So all of that is done. Final adjustment. Also, this one is completely useless. Wait. I don't understand exactly if this one is something that I added recently or if it was there. One second, because I don't know. People say sushi in a European restaurant is not good as sushi in Japan. The rice is not a good one, the fish... yeah. I agree. I had sushi in Japan and in Japan it was better. I ate... when I was in Japan, I was eating sushi like every day. And... The fish was also, the fish was better. I mean, the rice, I would say, the rice, I would say, is okay. I mean, the rice was I mean, I think it's similar. I don't know, at least in my point of view. But the fish was very different. Very, very different. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it was better. Consider also that I'm eating sushi from a takeaway, yeah. It's a good restaurant that also does takeaway, but you know, it's not probably the best restaurant ever, so. No, it was not here. Eh? You see that it was not here. Under final adjustment, which starts here, after Sharven fixed position, fixed position here. This part is not there, so I think I can completely delete it. I'm just a bit surprised that I deleted some pad points. I mean, I deleted some waypoints without deleting. Without adding the waypoint links or deleting the waypoint links, but probably is fine. So let me delete this and let me source, right? Can you source inside the source? I think yes, huh? So let me source waypoints, or we can do it, maybe we can do it separately. Maybe we can do it outside of this file. We can do it in our update schema coordinates, okay? No, update schema, the main one. And we can do it at the end, because anyways, should be done at the end. So this will be 52. Update Python, okay. And then we source that, and I will have to copy everything that we did into that file, okay? But for now, let's just log in and see. This Asian food make you lose your head, huh? Okay. Okay. You lose your head, huh? So you are speaking in quizzes, right? You're speaking like with some puzzles. There are pretty big heat waves in this period. I heard that Spain is super hot. Like 47-degree peak. Okay, so we have this tribe miner, right? And we want to understand if we can. This is the dummy database, okay? So it's the simple database. Yes, and I think we have exactly the same problem. Because as you can see, he's now at a specific point, but it's like if it's not close enough, right? Okay, so I think we already hit the problem. So let me debug NPC. Target 20. for a second, okay, and this will spam the server with his brain information. And now we try to understand what is going on in his brain, okay? Because so his brain is saying move. So his brain wants to move, right? So he knows what he needs to do. But wait, let me maybe open it from here, otherwise it will scroll forever. So his brain wants to move with a 76 priority compared to a mine resource which is a 26 priority, right? Because he needs to move, I mean he needs to reach the cave before being able to mine. So that's why. Let me just understand a bit better this printout. Current destination PP, what is PP? Path point? Path point. I think it's path point. Current destination, local desk PP at 20. So this is the place where he wants to go, right? Let me see if I teleport me map. I want to teleport myself exactly to that location and see. In theory is where he is. In theory is where he is. So this one in parentheses is the... that's strange though. That's kind of strange because he's saying that that is the current local destination. Maybe the printout is not that clear. Let me see. Current local destination. Current local destination. Percentage S, which is this PP, which is destination point get name. Why is only PP and not... probably because it doesn't have a name. Destination point get name. Why the name? Well, we could have appended maybe the ID, no? I mean, it's a bit of a pity that we didn't append the ID, but I mean, I can print out the ID. I can print out the ID of the local destination to know exactly which one is it, right? And then it's printing out what? It's printing out destination position, sector, and distance. Where in theory, yes, distance is the distance between my position and the destination position. But you know that I think that this destination position... I don't understand though. Because he seems to be exactly in that spot, right? He seems to be exactly in that spot. If I teleport me to him, right? And I do a /pause, I am in 201, 1999, 119, 201, 19999, exactly. Minus 313, 848. Yes. And 10559. And 10583. Okay, so we are 20 centimeters below. I think there is a problem here, because he's basically saying that and then there is this other one, you see, there is this other one. Advanced position, and this is the same value, this is the same value, but there is a difference in Z. There is a difference in Z between 10, 8, 5, 10, 5, whatever. Wow, the biggest calculator ever. 10583 minus 10478. You see, is 104 actually. If I do so you see that it seems to be the vertical. You see, 104.64. 104.64 is the distance that is reporting. Okay, this is the distance that is reporting, and this distance is actually a vertical distance. You know, which is what I was saying. So I think his problem is that the vertical position is the horizontal position is okay, but the vertical of this from this to this is too much, you know, and is more than the 100 that we think about. You know what is the problem? The problem is that I have a number of possible solutions, okay, to this. I have a number of possible solutions, but I don't know if I like any of them. So let me think about it. Maybe we need a different schema. Yeah, we need a different schema. Let's do a new. Let's do a new. So the problem is that if you look at it from the side, this is our waypoint, okay, and so this is looking up and it is looking down, okay, so it is okay, and here we have our character. Now if our character is a short character, right, if our character is a short guy or girl, what happens? That the distance between, you know, the distance between is midpoint, because at the end is all about the midpoint, because the midpoint is the one that determines the position of the character, right? The position is not on the ground. The position is the half of the capsule. You know, so that's the reported actor position, right? Is the middle of the character. So if the character is very short, right, the middle position will be too low compared to the height that we are expecting. And because the height that we are expecting is basically a line like this, right? Here in the middle of the thingy. So the distance between this and this, like it is happening now, is 104, which is above the allowed I mean is above the allowance, and so he's saying I cannot reach it, right? But I can have exactly the same problem. I can have exactly the same problem with a big character, right? Because if I have a very big character, let's say a null burnout or even more, right? This guy will sit I mean his midpoint, right? His midpoint will be here, right? And so if in theory he's standing on the same ground, because let's assume that he's standing on the same ground, okay, of this guy, you know, he may have the opposite problem, but also the same problem. Maybe I didn't make it big enough, but I probably should make it bigger than this. But right, so he may have the same problem, and the problem is that the distance between, again, this arrow and this, vertically only, meaning vertically, right, will be anyway too much. And so also the big character will say, no, sorry, I cannot reach the waypoint, right? So basically the problem is the distance between this and this, and the distance between this and this, right? Now, can they dance a little move for... no, I think that the solution is or we exclude the vertical completely. So basically we say when the X and the Y are in the right position, we are in the right position. The big problem of that theory, the big problem of excluding the vertical is that if you have a case where you have like a ladder, right? And your NPC needs to walk on top of this ladder, and you have a waypoint that is actually here, right? When he's at the bottom of the ladder, if you are excluding the vertical component, he will think that you already reached it, while in reality it didn't, right? So that is why I don't like excluding the vertical component. I think we should compensate the sides of the character. We should compensate the sides of the character for the vertical component. What I mean by that, NPC on ladder, yeah, maybe in the future. I mean, we have to design the system in a way that it works anyway. But I think what we should say is this: if so, we should decide a value, right? That is a reasonable distance between my waypoint and the ground, right? And we say that the average point is, for example, 1 meter, right? I think we will do the McDonald meter. Okay, 1 meter, right? So So if we say that the average we are expecting is 1 meter, then we can compare the size of the character to this 1 meter and compensate the difference, right? So basically what I want to say is that in my code, right, assuming that this is the place where we fuck up, but it's possible, right? It's possible that this is the place. Let me see if there is another current local destination, because probably there is. No, it's only this one. Let me just add here Wonder Operation so that... I think it was also the same in the move, but it seems not, huh? Move operation. No, it doesn't care at all. Okay, so probably, yeah, so probably that's the place. Probably that's the place. Now, I think it would be good to avoid recalculating the distance all the time. I think probably we should calculate it only once when we define the waypoint, no? When we define the waypoint. Wander operation run, restart current behavior, get current path point, start move to destination point. Start move to destination point. So I think that this is the one, get next path point. Move to, I don't know why sometimes we have start move to and sometimes we have move to. There is probably a reason, but I think we should compensate here. We should compensate when start move. Because the teleport. Okay, the teleport is a teleport. But you see, also in the teleport, we may have the same problem. Because if the teleport doesn't take into account the different sites, we may mess up. Huh? Yeah. I think we should do this, boys. What is this current point offset? Current point offset. What is this? The offset used for recurring local destination. What do you mean? Wow, the music is too loud though. The music is super loud. Hello, Alpha Tears. The issue for the waypoint is just the height. Yes, I think so. This is my idea. Why don't check the race and change the height depending on that? Yes, this is what I want to do. I mean, it's not is not to check the race, it's just to check the capsule midpoint, which is basically valid for any race. Yes, here's the endpoint. I want to change the endpoint to be at the right position. Current point. Oh no, the destination is this one. Get position. I don't understand what is this current point offset. I have no idea what is it. Current point offset vector 000. Ah, is the okay? Yeah. Is the randomization within the waypoint, right? Is the randomization so that sometimes is here, sometimes is here, sometimes is here. You know, is the randomization inside the point. By the way, meanwhile, he kind of moved, huh? Meanwhile, the guy managed to move. Okay, so this one I think is fine. We don't care about that. What we care is what we care. Yeah, we were in the right. I think we were in the right place. So basically, here we need to compensate, right? Compensate the target position. I mean the destination, the dash position, based on the character, height, right? And this we should do it only when we determine where we need to move. So it's done once, okay? We should not do it at every small step, otherwise we will calculate for nothing, right? Yes, it's a vector, yes. Everything is a vector. Everything is a vector. So so the first problem is that we need to get the actor, right? Then when we get the actor, we need to get the capsule, but I think we can just directly get the capsule of height, the capsule height. Get default of height. No, I need to get the capsule component, and then in the capsule component I need to get the scaled capsule. Yes, he has to be scaled because the character may be scaled, right? Okay, so we get the oops, what? Get capsule, get scaled, get scaled capsule alpha height. Okay, so this is returning because every character, right, every character has a capsule around him, right, has a capsule around him, which is the capsule that allows him to basically walk on the ground, right? And the capsule is the one that is determining the sides and is also determining the position of the character, because the half height of the capsule is the position of the character, right? Where this red X is the middle of this blue capsule, right? So what we need to get half of that, right? We need to get half of that. So for a dwarf, right, for a dwarf will be 0.6, and for a Ulbernaut it will be, I don't know, 2 meters, right? It will be 2 meters. So now the point is that we need to change. We need to change the destination position. The only thing that I don't understand. Why we do set position here? No, we are not in the right place then. We are not in the right place because the set position. Ah, this thing is doing nothing. Okay, perfect. This thing is doing nothing. Fuck. Okay, wait a second. We need to know where we need to put the code because this thing is actually doing nothing at the moment. Is doing nothing. Why is doing nothing? Because probably it's the start that works, and then get character movement, move without point finding, move location, exact. Ah, is here. Destination. You see, move without pathfinding. Without pathfinding. For Wonder Operation, we assume that the waypoints are probably set up in a straight line, so the NPC can just follow those without issue. If you use pathfinding certain parts of the map, like the stairs, may fail. So here we are going destination, and destination is a vector. So I think here is the place where we need to compensate. So compensate destination position based on the character height. Okay, so we get the Alf capsule. Right? Now that we have the Alf cap, and this is a float, okay? There is a float. So now that we have the Alf capsule, what do we do with it? We transform it into a vector, which is Alf capsule V, that has 0, 0, and then this value. And then we do what? We remove it from the destination. I don't know. So if we assume that our standard waypoint is 1 meter, right? And our Alf capsule in this case is 0.6, right? And in this case is 2 meters. So what do? We take our destination, and we add this value. Now, but if it's 1 meter, we are in trouble, because in theory it should be on the ground then. So we take this value, we remove 1 meter, which is our expectation, and we add that to the destination. Yeah. So we remove 1 meter because we assume that we remove 1 meter. We remove 1 meter because we assume all waypoints are 1 meter above ground, roughly, right? And then after we removed 1 meter, basically this will become 0.4. No, this will become minus 0.4. Right? Will become minus 0.4, and this one will become 1 meter. So at this point, I just add this value to my destination, right? So I just add this to my destination. So I take my dest and I say dest plus this, right? What? Oh my god, destination is const. What the fuck? What do you mean destination is const? Okay. Okay. So in theory now, it should work better. I mean, obviously he assumed that he's at 1 meter from the ground. So if he's not at 1 meter from the ground, we are going to have the same issue. But if we have a very, very, very tall character, he will still be able to navigate now, right? The only problem is that, no, but I think it's good, because it means that if he's a very, very tall character, you know, the actual waypoint will be will now be at this level, right? Will be at the level of his midpoint. So I think it would be good for him to walk all the way. He will also walk better because he will be at his height. Now I don't know if this is the only point though. I think we have a million of points like that, but I think the start move 2 is probably not the only place where I'm using move to location, right? Yeah, as you can see, we have a million other points. And that's a problem, because it means that now we are compensating only in one place, right? We are compensating only in one part of our code and not in everything else. But basically we have the same issue everywhere else, you know, in all the points where you use move to location. Yeah, but you see it's in a million places. That's the problem. Let's say that the difference is that when he's chasing, yeah, because I think this one is like the chase, right? I don't know. Okay, let's see if this works for waypoints. But my problem now is that I would like to have this compensate everywhere, right? Not just in that particular position. I would like to have it everywhere. So or we make a wrapper to the wrapper function to the move to location that is doing the compensate all the time, and then we always call that one. Yeah, that's probably the best idea. We should do it. We should have a wrapper function that is then calling the Unreal Engine one with the, because this one is already an Unreal Engine call, right? This one is not my call. So yeah. So we need to see if our guy is more happily running around, or if he's getting stuck even more. Right? At the moment, he seems to be happily moving, but who knows? Who knows what he's thinking in his little brain? Who knows? We can check, basically we can check if the destination, so if we debug his brain, right, in the same way we did it before, debug NPC target 20, right, we may see if now the local destination position is actually lower, right? The local dest, instead of being distance 104, is less than that, right? It should be less. So if I reload, hey, it's hard to tell though, because now he's moving in different places. He's saying the distance is 3 meters, but because here he was still moving, right? Here he was still moving. So we will have to find when he's standing. By the way, I have no idea what is this, huh? There is something weird, huh? But it's not related to what we are looking at the moment. It's related to mining and the fact that the resource is too far away. The problem is that this thing is spamming like a boss, so it's really spammy. I wanted to reach the place where he was walking, but here is mining. Mine. Oh my god. There are like pages of that. Move. Okay, it is move. I'm trying to find the place where he stops. So here is still move. Now I'm finding... Okay. And here is mine. Okay, so here is the switch. Okay, here is switching between mine and move, meaning that he reached the position. So let me see... but it doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me. If I search Wonder Operation, because I added the Wonder Operation, current destination 168, 163, 60, 118, 14, 19 is going down, you say. 108. 108, huh? I was expecting a lower value here. Really? I was expecting a lower value. Let me see if he actually lowered the destination. New local destination. Walking speed 1.5. Destination 10,560. No, I think we didn't catch the right point, you know. I think we didn't catch the right point. And unfortunately, in all our printouts, you know, we are printing out the location. Yeah. No, that is kind of fucked up. Because this is printing out the waypoint position, right? The waypoint position. And the waypoint position is not compensated, right? So it's just the waypoint position. So that one works. So I cannot see it from this printout, right? I cannot see it from this printout. The problem is that here is calculating based on that. So, and is also deciding if he reached the destination based on this distance. So I think there are two parts of the solution. One is the one that we did, so that we tell Unreal Engine to go right at a different height, and we told him that. But then the second part is to detect that we arrived, right? And to detect that we arrived, but I think it's a bit strange because yeah, because it's a separate function. So we have a function that is saying please go there, and then we have another function that says did you reach it, right? Did you reach it? Or we put the compensate inside the current point offset, which could be a solution, because you see the current points offset is always summed up. So this is the randomization. So we could put into this variable the compensate. The question is in how many places we have it. In how many places we have it. Yeah, probably if we do it there, if we do it on current point offset, it's probably a better idea, because it seems that this current points offset is used everywhere. You see, is also passed into our start move too. So if we do it there, I think we do it for everything. And it's probably a better idea. The only problem is if the point is not randomized. Well, I think it's always randomized, but you see, the current point offset is added here at the random range. So my idea would be to actually do the compensation here, assuming that it's only in this place. Assuming that it's only in this place. Yes, it seems to be only in this place. Well, that's good. Okay, so if it's true that it's here, you know, if it's true that it's here, we can compensate in this one. Now this will work only for the waypoints, okay? Will not work for the chase. The chase will still have the same problem. So if you are a very tall character that is chasing a very small character, so the tall character will have a line, you know, that goes from here to here to determine what is the distance between him and the other character, right? And obviously this one will be bigger than an horizontal line, right? And maybe that difference will make him not reach the target in the code. So what I'm saying is that we still have that problem for the chase, but hopefully we don't have it for the waypoint, which is the one that we care tonight. Okay, then tomorrow I think we have to care about also the other one, but so if I do it here now, in theory, all the printouts should have the new value, right? And by the way, the guy is stuck. You see that he's stuck? He should never be stuck there. The guy is stuck there for the same problem at the moment. So if I debug him, I think he will say, and then I stop the debug because he's spamming like a boss. If I check it now, that is before the change. You see the distance is 108. So let's try to save this line 1 second, okay? Let's put it here. Or even better, let's copy the wall thing. Let's copy the wall thing. This, all this piece, okay? Because I would like to double check it after the change, right? After the change. Sometimes it's not very easy to move in our code, you know, because our code is fairly complex these days, so there is really a lot, and you have to be very careful what you are touching, because the same function is used by many other functions, right? So it should work for NPC, it should work for players, it works for different races, it works for different cases, right? So we have to be a bit careful in these changes, but I think the one that we did now is probably the best solution, because it's using a vector that anyway we are using all the time for randomization of the position. Let me see if I can remove some maps, because anyway, even if I didn't check them in, but I didn't change them all, I just changed very few, well, very few, let's say 5 or 6 out of like 60. So yeah, exactly. So I can easily delete all these maps, and I can easily delete well, anyway, we will need to use it when we do the test, but okay, fine. We got an error, but it's not an error. It's a fake error. Let me turn on the fan, because it's starting to be hot here in Italy, yeah? It's kind of hot. So I have a giant fan that is just next to me. Much better. It is allowing to cool me down a bit. Okay. Succeeded, huh? Succeeded. Okay, succeeded. Yeah, with all this fur, you know, is and also I have a coat. You see? I don't know if you ever saw me. I don't know if you ever saw me fully, but do you know that I have hands, for example? Do you know that I have hands? You didn't know, huh? Do you know that I can do this, for example? I can do this. Easy. I can also do this. Look. I can do, yeah, we did it. We did it. I have a human body, yes. I'm an Enkidukai. Have you ever seen an Enkidukai? I can also do this. I can also do this. Hey, have you ever seen it? If you didn't say it, it's not my problem. Huh? And then I can do no. I can do no. And I don't know what else. I can also do this. Look at that. Look at this. Okay, now that I've shown you all of this incredible, all this absolutely incredible stuff, all this absolutely incredible stuff that you didn't you didn't think it could be possible, but it was possible actually. The head is too small for the coat. I don't know. If you don't know what an Enkirukai is, you just go to our website under races and you click here Enkirukai and you see that there are cat people with a human body. Right? So that's what it is. Easy. Easy. That is too small for the coat. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, let me debug this guy and see what he's saying, okay? Debug NPC. Target 20. Can we do target 15? I think it will be pretty much the same. The problem is that I need him to arrive. I need him to arrive here because Hydla 11. We need a printout. We need a printout on the same waypoint, and you see that at the moment I didn't go there because we activated the debug after. So it was after this point. So it didn't print it out yet, right? We need to wait another cycle. I think it's coming now. Hello, my friend. Where are you going? You're going to mine? Let me see how smoothly you go through these points. Ah, it seems you're going very smoothly, man. What the fuck? He missed this one, though. What the fuck? Uh-oh, I think we messed up something. I think we messed up something. No? I don't know. Coming back, he does it. Coming back, he does it. Where he was going, it didn't. Which is kind of strange. But okay, let me see if now we got our Hydla whatever. Located waypoint. Located waypoint. Okay. Move location. Yeah, but I need wait. I needed this printout. I need this printout. Exactly this printout, right? And see if okay. So the position is 10,557 instead of 10,598. 89. Okay. So between 57 and 89 is 32. Is 32 centimeters of difference. 32 centimeters of difference. In theory, we said that it should have moved it down by 0.4, so by 40. Yeah, but I think it may be fine. Okay, you know what we do now? You know what we do now? We substitute that guy with a big monster, assuming that he can pass through this. Hopefully. So we substitute that guy. But anyway, our target went down, which is good. So it means that it worked somehow. But now I want to change. I want to change my tribe member, right, to another race. So it will be instead of what it is now, we will go for the biggest monster that we have. What is the scale? Scale 1.2. Okay, this guy. No. Wait. Malberlord 1.1. I think 1.1 is probably the biggest that we have. Malberlord. Vilenaut. Let me see if it's maybe 1.2. No, it's also 1.1. Malbernaut. Malbernaut is 1.1. No, they are all 1.1. Why they are all the same, by the way? No idea. But it's exactly the same. So it can become 47. Okay. So that guy will become 47. Wait, not in production, in here. And that guy is tribe minor, I think. Yes, it's this guy. So we said 47, eh? 47. Okay. Okay, so now I want to see the same printout, but with a value that is higher, significantly higher. Well, compared to 1 meter, so probably will be like at least 50 centimeters above, something like that. What the fuck? No! It's super small! Why is super small? Look! It's super small. I cannot even click him. It's super small. Okay, but the theory works anyway, huh? The theory works anyway. The theory works anyway, wait. Debug NPC, target 15. It's super small, but it goes super fast. What the hell? The mini Malberlord. What the fuck? Why so small? Because this race has another scale. No. I don't understand. There is no reason why it's so small. There is something fucked up. Look at how small it is. Hello, little guy. You're mining? Wow, you run super fast though. How can you run so fast? Can you go to this waypoint? Thank you. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Okay. I mean, this will prove the point even more, eh? Because now if we search this, now our vertical is at 10508, right? 10508, which is 10589, which is 1 meter below, right? Is nearly at the ground level. Perfect. So it works. Basically it works. And in fact, he's not getting stuck, right? The guy is not getting stuck. Even if he's super small, he can move between the points with no problem. It's a bit hard to find him because he's super small, but the question is, why the hell is so small? I mean, I think in production it will not happen, but I'm kind of surprised. Let me see in production 1 second. No, this is production. Ah, wait, this is production. Let me see in dummy then. Maybe in dummy has a weird value. Maybe I was testing something. 47. Scale, maybe has a weird scale. Scale. Ah, yes, 0.1. Yes. Yeah, he has a very weird scale. Okay, let me do 0.2. Let me do 0.2 and reload. Yeah, it is the dummy database that has a... Anyway, it's going back and forth like a boss, huh? It's not stopping. He's like... I want to mine. Very small, but very determined, you know? It's like our project. Our project is very small, but it's very determined. Okay. Now it should be big. Ah, fuck, it doesn't go through. Yeah, he has an issue because it doesn't go through, boys. It's too big. Yeah, I was wondering if he would pass through this, but we can we can teleport him. We can teleport him or no? Yes, we can. Bam, 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 bam. Fuck, I didn't debug him. Debug NPC. He seems to be stuck though, huh? He seems to be stuck, which is not a good thing. He seems to be stuck. Ay. Why? He seems to be stuck. Why stuck? What do you mean by stuck? You should not be stuck. Move, advance, active delta, need, blah blah blah. Yeah, he's trying to move, but he's not trying to move in any operation. Wait, let me reset him 1 second, because I think the fact that I think when you teleport an NPC, bad stuff happens. So bad stuff happens. So let me percept target. By the way, why I don't see the... It's kind of strange. I don't see the circle below him for some reason. Percept target, go mine. Go mine? No? Doesn't care, eh? Mine? I think it's go mine actually, but I think it's go mine. It is stuck somehow. He's stuck somehow. Boys? Behavior move. Yeah, he's trying to move, but... It's kind of fucked up a bit. It's kind of fucked up. Let me try to kill him. Kill NPC, reload. The problem is that he will not pass through again. He will have the same problem. Oh fuck, is another tribe. Because they are all called the same. Fuck. They are all called the same. They're all called tribe. Tribe minor, tribe minor. PID 20. There is another guy. But PID, if I do PID 20, yes, the problem I think is that it will not. Okay, let me try this. Kill NPC, reload. Okay, then we go here, we click on him, and we debug NPC 20. Then we bring him here, and we teleport PID to me, and at least he will reach this waypoint. And I want to see my log. I want to see in my log. This printout. Then I need to understand why, if we teleport an NPC, is going crazy. And unfortunately, you see, he's not reaching that position. He doesn't want to go there. He's trying to go somewhere else, and it's not working. Fuck. That's very annoying. That's very annoying. Do I have a way to solve it? No, I don't have a way to solve it because it doesn't go through that. It doesn't go through. It doesn't go through this. It doesn't go through this. It's strange that if I percept him go home is not, or go mine, he's not doing anything. Let me see. Reactions, tribe. So behaviors, global move, local move, busy, stand, NPC sleep, stop, sharp, move, fail, global move, do nothing, chase, ant resource, mine resource. Wait, maybe mine. But it is because it is a tribe, so it's a bit. The problem of the tribe is that it's a bit more complex than. It's a bit more complex than a standard NPC. And so I cannot really get into his brain, because his brain is determined by the tribe. By the tribe entity, and the tribe entity is separate. So I don't think I can. I don't think I can. But anyway, you know, to my I can shorten it a bit. I can shorten it. I can make it 0.8 and see 0.8 is enough. It can go through. I don't know. Let's try 0.8 and see what happens. Maybe it's enough, you know. Maybe we'll go through and our test will be, because yes, I would like to test it at least with one bigger race as well, even if in theory it should make no difference, right? Our code should work in all cases, but I think 0.8 will go through. Something like an invisible collision box or pushing nothing to walk into the state. No, he's really stuck. He's trying to go somewhere else and he cannot go. Because his brain has been fucked up by my teleport. When I teleported it, it is doing something strange. I've seen it also with other NPC. When you slide them, they go crazy. It is something that I need to fix as well, but it's not that important because we are not going to slide people. Ah, you see, now it's going through. Because now it's small enough. So, debug NPC, no, debug target 20. So, I can probably make him even a bit bigger than that. Yeah, we also have a problem that he doesn't have hand sockets. You see that his hands are like two blades, and so you see that the rock pick is standing in between his legs, right? Because he cannot keep it. Maybe it didn't work. Maybe it didn't work. Fuck. I hoped it would work seamlessly. But it seems it doesn't. So he actually got stuck. Okay, so the current destination is 106.25. 106.25. So yes, we gained 1 meter vertically. Right? So yes, in theory is 1 meter high. The waypoint is 1 meter higher for him. Maybe it's too much though. It's too much. 106.25. 106.25 compared to what it was. 105.89. No, actually we raised it by 40 centimeters. Well, 30 we raised it by 30 centimeters, which seems to be good. But still, he's stuck. Or because he's trying to go through this and doesn't fit, but I don't think so. I think he's stuck by something else. Unfortunately. He's trying to move. He's trying to move to the waypoint, but he's trying to move to the waypoint and he's getting stuck. Saying that the distance is 144. How is it possible? Ten 481. 10.481. 10.481. 10.481. No. It seems that his position is lower. So my theory it doesn't seem to work. Why? My theory does not seem to work because for some reason advance position, my position to string, my position to string, where is this my position? Wait. My position to string. What the fuck? Why? This, you see, this was already a test trying to adjust it. You see, we consider the position on the ground instead of the capsule midpoint, otherwise big monster failed to check. I was already trying to fix it somehow. And the way I was thinking to fix it the other time, when I did this change, was to move to consider the position that is at my feet. Which could also be a good idea. But it still will fail. No, I think we need to go back to what it was now that we have the compensation. That was also a good idea, by the way. That was also a good idea. The problem of that idea... No, it's pretty much the same, huh? It's pretty much the same. You know what? Probably we didn't pass it to all the functions. And so probably the advance was okay, but the target was wrong. Yeah. There was already a way to fix it, huh? But it was probably not the best. Let me see if I use this technique anywhere else. No. I used it only here. So the problem is that here the advance is okay, but the target is wrong. So this technique is half done, you know? Is a half done technique. Okay. The guy went back already. So if you went back already, probably means that the waypoint worked. But let me debug it. Debug NPC target 20. Right. I think here the path is very close to the wall, or what? Because he basically I don't know. Okay, so let me see. So now if we search the same string, right? If we search the same string, yes, now his position is way close. It's like 10 centimeters from it, right? It's 10 centimeter distance, so it's very good. So it's very good. It's very good. In fact, he can move. He's moving around. I mean, assuming that he doesn't get stuck in other places because he's a bit of a big guy. Yes, he got stuck into a tree, but yeah, he got stuck there. But he's okay. Let me try again 1 second. The small guy. So we make him again 0 point something. We make him again 0.1, I think it was. 0.1. Yeah, I think it's good. I think the compensation by height that we did now is a better solution. It's definitely better because we are basically changing the target, right? We are changing the target. Now, this problem actually exists in every function that is considering a target. So in theory, even when casting spells or things like that, we may have to consider what happens to the... anyway. I will think about it. Where is our guy? He's so small that he's invisible now. Oh, he's dead. He's going back. He's going back home. Okay, let me debug NPC. Debug NPC target 20. And let me see if now it's coming back. Right, it's coming back. And is this small guy there? Yeah, it's not getting stuck, which is the good news. And let me see now the printout. 0494, yes. And 0506. So yes, we are again like 10 centimeters off. But I think that we are 10 centimeters off because this path, right? This path is actually not exactly at 1 meter height, right? Is at probably 1 meter and 10. And so that's why we always have a 10 centimeter offset, but it's perfectly fine. Okay, so now, okay, very good. Very good. Very good. Now, I want to see Brado not getting stuck. Right? And now we want to see Brado. I will have to restore the maps because I need the maps. Now we want to see Brado. So I go prod 2. And then we said what? That we are going to tell him to go work, huh? We tell him to go work. With the only problem that he was getting stuck at his desk. No, that I want to test. A teleport. I mean, a teleport in theory should work. If teleport doesn't work, everything is fucked. So let me try to understand why the teleport was not happening. So we need in the dummy database 1 teleport location. Right? We need 1 teleport waypoint. We need 1 teleport waypoint. 1 teleport. We don't have any teleport. We don't have any teleport links. We need a new teleport link. And we are going to define it. Yeah, we need to add it actually. There's no way. We need to add a new waypoint. I'm just thinking the best way to do it because I will have to. I will need a. I will need. So first of all, it must be a waypoint, right? It must be a waypoint. So, we have a waypoint in the tavern actually, which is called Tavern 1, which is number 17. Okay, which is number 17. Okay, and none of them is going there. Okay. Okay, let me try. Let's do one at the tavern. Now, the only problem is that I will need to teleport an NPC. I will need to teleport an NPC there, and it's a bit of a mess. Okay, let's start defining the, because we need one use case, right? We need one use case for the teleport. We need that. So we need the server to load the 1 million maps. Okay, then we will log in and we will try to teleport to this location. Just want to see where it is. It should be in the tavern somewhere. So let me teleport me. Oops. Cannot type. Teleport failed. Good job. So that location is not. Why teleport failed? If it's there, why teleport failed? Teleport failed. You see that if I do it crouched, it works. But there is nothing above me. What the fuck? Maybe it's too low. 12,710. Yeah, it's probably a bit too low. 12,710. 12,720. Let's say 12,720. Okay, yeah, it was just a bit too low. Okay, fine. So we have this as one location, right? And then let's say that we want to have another location that we use as a teleport, right? So we want the NPC to be able to teleport from one place to the other, right? For example here, right? So I think it's waypoint add. Add waypoint. Right. Add waypoint. Okay, I can add it manually, fuck it. I mean, it's easier. So I would just add I would just copy this. I will just duplicate this row. 18. We do idle tavern 2. Oops. Idle tavern 2, and we just put in the coordinates I have here. Okay, that's fine. I'm doing it manually. I don't know why the addition of a waypoint doesn't work, but it's okay. 188,956. 188,956. Minus 321,590. And 12,710. Okay, or 12,720. Okay, good. So radius 1, yes. Sector ID. Sector ID. No, sector ID is 15, huh? Sector 8 is 15. Okay. So if I now I need a waypoint link between those two. Okay, so I will add a new line, and I will go 9 tavern TP linear. I don't know what is it, but we will keep it as linear, and we will have it as between 17 and 18. Between 17 and 18. And the flag will be teleport, okay, so that this one will actually allow an NPC to teleport. So if I reload path and I path display, okay, you see that we have that, right? We have that thingy. Now we need that thingy to actually work. My only problem is that I don't have an NPC. I don't have an NPC that has these two waypoints scripted in his behavior. Right? I don't. So that's the problem. So if we go under waypoint aliases, yeah, but the problem is how can I do this? I need to define it's not that easy, eh? I need it's not that easy, because I will have to associate to a specific merchant, I mean to a specific guy, the merchant wanderer. Move test 1. Move test 1. Testing wonder operation. Let me see if there is already one that is testing the teleport, but locate waypoint, locate the nearest waypoint, behavior, locate nearest waypoint, completion decay 1, locate waypoint, navigate our work animation, advanced movement using waypoints, wonder animation, wait, stand, duration, rotate. Test the teleport flag. Here it is. Test the teleport flag. That is pretty good, huh? Test the teleport flag, because this one is locating a waypoint named NPCR1. Okay, so if we pass waypoint, I think if I pass this information to this one and I say locate name Idla Tavern 1 and Idla Tavern 2, right? And now there is only the problem that is probably going to fail in these other locates, which is a pity. Locate nearest waypoint. Okay, let me remove this for a second. Let me remove this. Okay, so we have this thing, which is move test 4, right? Now we need to associate one NPC to this brain, because there is a brain actually. So we need to associate one of our NPC to that brain, and for example, no, but we need an NPC to be available, right? We need an NPC to be loaded and available. So he has to be, yes, he needs to have an NPC spawn rule of 1, right? And yeah, for example, this fighter 3, I don't know who is it, but this fighter 3, I don't even where is he. But let's try to associate to him the move test 4. The move test 4. The moves test 4. So in theory now, this NPC will have the brain with a scripted action. Now, the question is, does he also have a behavior to react to that? Because the problem is not just having it in your brain, but also being able to trigger it, right? So this behavior is called move 1. But I don't have a perception. I don't have a perception for move 1. Script like move 1. Let me see. Behavior interrupt. Behavior move 1. React event. I don't think I can percept directly move 1, right? I cannot percept the behavior. I need to percept the perception. I mean, we can try, but I think I don't know, we can try. Let me just restart the server and see. But I think we need a perception, if I remember right. You cannot trigger a behavior directly. You need a perception to trigger a behavior, if I remember right. But maybe not. Okay, if not, we can just percept the NPC move 1. And in theory, we'll try to teleport. First we need to find them to understand who is this fighter 3. Who is this fighter 3? Okay, it's this guy. Is this guy? Okay, this is fighter 3. So in theory this guy has in his brain now. Why is it called fighter 3 move test 4? I don't know. Let me try to percept target move 1. Do you think he's trying to do anything? Debug NPC target 20. No active applicable behavior. No active applicable behavior. No active applicable behavior. Okay. Fighter 3. So what NPC ID is this guy? This guy is NPC ID 25. 25? 25. It was the was this guy or not? Yeah, 25. Move test 4. Move test 4. Is he also... Is move test 4... fuck, no, wait, I messed up. I messed up. Because the name is Move Master 4. Wait a second. Wait a second. Relax, huh? So this is the name of the NPC. This is the name of the behavior. So if I want that guy to be move test 1, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Move test 1, yes, which is this one, right? Move 1. Move 1 is the percent. Move 1 is the behavior. But the name of the NPC type is move test 4. Move test 4 needs to go... move test 4 is this guy, right? So the guy name is Move Master 4. Now, I don't know what I did. I think I changed something that I should not have changed. What did I change? I think I changed something stupid. I changed... what did I do? I searched on characters and I changed the last name. Am I completely stupid or what? So this is doing nothing. So what we need to do, we need to enable Move Master 4, which actually I think is someone. Exactly, is this guy. Move Master 4. Perfect. Move Master 4, we need to spawn it. So we put it to 1. NPC Master ID, I don't really care, but fine. Now, the only problem is that this guy will be in a completely fucked up position. Right, so his position will be very, very, very wrong, but we don't care because we go, you know what we do? We set his position to Idla Tavern 1. To Idla Tavern. So we go here. Ah, fuck, I cannot do it. No. I lost my thingy. Okay, we do this, this, and this. So basically we are creating a test case to test the movement teleport between waypoints, okay? Okay, now Move Master 4 in theory should exist. Should exist and should be at the tavern. Right? Which is pretty good. Which is pretty good. Which is pretty good. So we have the NPC. Now, in theory, his brain should have that behavior. You can decently use this thing as a tavern worker. I don't know. I think with the clothes at the front, you can bring the beer. You can bring the mug. No? But it's a bit low, so you cannot put it on the table. That's the issue. You cannot put it on the table because it's too low. Yeah, probably you cannot. You can use him to clean the floor though. If you put like a sponge on his bottom and you have him run around, I think he can do wonders there. Okay, so we have an NPC there, right? Now let me just check that his brain contains what we need. What we need to contain. His brain should contain a move 1. Okay. He actually contains a move 1. Now, can we percept target move 1 or not? Has been percepted move 1. Okay. Has been percepted. What? Range percepted? No, but I don't think that is. I don't think that we are. No, but we need a reaction. We need a reaction. I'm pretty sure we need the reaction. Without the reaction, it will not be percepted, I think. So let me add it. Let me add it 1 second. So if we go to NPC types and we go under move 4, yes, and here we have the behaviors, right? I want a reaction. I want a reaction. In theory, there should have been, but I don't see it. I don't know. Maybe I simplified it. Okay. Anyway, move 1. Okay, so move 1 will go to move 1. Move 1 will go to move 1. So I think now I should be able to percept him and ask him to go there. The only thing that is strange is that it seems that he was already trying to move. Maybe it's in the initialization of the NPC, but that I don't know. That I don't know. Because for some reason he's sensing me close to him, and he's spamming a lot of. Let me just do something so I type less, because otherwise. So this will be debug 20, and this will be debug NPC target 20, right? And this will be debug 0, there will be debug NPC target 0, right? So at least we have the two thingies. I just click there without typing, because so if I debug 20, it's just getting the perceptioning range of myself, right? So if now I percept Target move 1, right? It seems he doesn't care at all. It seems he doesn't care at all. Got perception move 1 type. Disabled, so rejection perception move 1. Check NPC definition disable. Oh my god, this NPC is disabled? Yeah, if it's disabled, GG. NPC definitions. Disable, yes. Okay. For some reason it was disabled. Fine. Now it's enabled. Now it's enabled. Okay. Let's try again. Now, why the teleport is important? Because a lot of our NPC are standing behind the counter, right? And there is actually no possibility for them to cross this, to overcome this counter somehow. So they just teleport in front of it, and then they continue their walk. So that operation to us is very important because it happens to for a lot of NPC. So if that's broken, I want to fix it. And is anyway useful in other cases where there are impassable walls or whatever. And so we can just have the NPC teleport, right? Okay, so let me see if now we can debug his brain. He's already trying to move though. He has 80% move 1. Probably because we have... Okay, but it's good, eh? Because it means that he's already executing it. Probably because in our definitions we said this... Ah, yes, there is an initial 80. Yeah, there is an initial 80. So is... okay, good. So he's already trying to do... But it's already failing. Why is failing? That's a good point. But it's definitely failing. So now we have the test case, right? Now we have the right test case, and we want to understand why. I would say even at the beginning, right? As soon as this guy gets the first perception, yes, you see that Wonder operation. Current local destination, Hydla Tavern 2. Turn to destination, advanced position, 127. Yeah, the problem is that Hydla Tavern 2 is probably the other one, this one is what? This one is Tavern 1. Well, I can teleport him here. It was what, 25? I think it was 25, huh? No, this guy's is 24. This guy's is 24. So now let me try to percept him. Percept target move 1. Has been percepted move 1. No, it's failing anyway. There is something that is not working as it should. He's actually trying to do a wonder operation. So, or we don't have... Wait, maybe we don't have a navigation path here? Well, if we don't have a navigation path here, we are fucked. Because at least to reach the waypoint, he needs the navigation, I guess, right? What? Cannot type anymore. What is going on? What is going on? Okay. Now we have the navigation. We have the navigation. We have the navigation. We have the navigation. So we have the navigation. We have the navigation. Why this guy is not trying to... This is what is a bit obscure to me, you know, when the move is actually not working. So it's saying that we are at step 8 out of 11. Is saying that we are at step 8 out of 11 of our script, right? And basically every line is one step. So that is 1, that is 2, it is 3, it is 4, 5, 6, and 8, right? 9, 10, 11. Well, actually, there are 12, so probably starting from 0. Yeah, probably the steps are starting from 0, I guess. Let me try to kill him and see. Kill NPC reload. If I kill him, right? Now he's at step 4 and now he's at step 8. Strange. So basically something happened, but we didn't really see it. 4 out of 11. So we have running move 1 step 3 wonder operation. Starting waypoint Illa Tavern 1 and waypoint Illa Tavern 1. Completed step 3 wonder operation move 1. Right. So it seems that he managed to reach the point number 1, right? Because he actually is on top of it. So immediately detected that he's in the right position, right? So that is not a problem. Then after that locate is doing the wonder. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Running move wonder operation. Yeah, but before this there was the locate operation. Yeah, exactly. Step. I think the steps are starting from 0. Yeah, steps are starting from 0. So he managed to do everything in our script until the wonder operation. Then after the wonder operation is doing the wait. Ah, fuck, because we have a wait. Yeah, wait, duration 5. The wait is not working. Fuck. Okay, the wait is another command that I think I never ported. I think it would be good to port it. But at the moment... Talk text going for... So yeah, so probably after 5... Okay. So probably after 5 seconds, he went forward, right? He went forward. I think so. I think after 5 seconds, so that is at 2200, right? If I search 811, is at 2205. Perfect. So exactly 5 seconds later, it did the talk, which by the way I didn't see. Did it talk? Yes, he actually said going to test teleport path. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay. So he arrived here. He actually did the talk. And then the next step should be... Yes, exactly this. Should be start waypoint, Idla Tavern 1, and waypoint, Idla Tavern 2. Waypoint list from 1 to 2, running from blah blah blah, next point name. But here I don't see where he's doing... Here I don't see where he's doing the teleport though. Because... Wonder operation. Maybe this... I think this part has never been implemented in Unreal. I think it's never been implemented in Unreal. Bro, wonder operation is in the log, huh? Wonder operation. Running move 1 step. 8 wonder operation. Start waypoint. In theory... You see, there is the teleport. It is the teleport thingy. Right? Get next path point. In theory, this one should return if everything works as expected, which I hope so. You should return the teleport as valid, right? Is teleport, because actually we flagged this as teleport. So unless I did a mistake, but I think that under the idea was that under links, under flags, you have this teleport flag, right? Let me see, because we have some in production that are actually working. Oh, well, working, I don't know, that are flagged. So if I go in waypoint links, if I go in waypoint links, yeah, you see this one, for example, is a teleport. So I think I did it right in the data. So this one should return... wait a second, I did a stupid thing. I didn't set... Wait, no, it's not needed. No, it's not needed, it's not needed, because the waypoints do not have a waypoint group. No, it's fine. No, this should be correct. This should be correct. So, okay, so in theory we return a teleport, yes. Now, we don't have a printout on this, but this teleport should be true. And then it means that this should be executed directly. So we should execute this move to. Now, is this move to implemented or not? Stop movement. I don't understand exactly what stop movement is supposed to do. Okay, it's stopping the movement, and in fact it says movement stopped. Okay, so actually this one we see it in the log. You know, because we see movement stops, right? Here it is, movement stops. So actually we are executing this code, which is good. Yes, but we don't teleport. What? Set position. Nah, we don't teleport. Okay, so we don't do it. We just don't do it. We just don't do it. Okay, fine. So... Okay. Okay. We just don't do anything. So this part had never been ported. So I think we can just set the actor location, right? I think we don't need to do anything else. I think we just get actor and set actor location. So because it's a strong teleport. Now in the future we may have a kind of a fading effect or whatever, but at the moment it's just a yeah, I think we can just do that. Yes, it was actually missing the code, so that's why it was not working. Now we will see if that was enough. I mean, if this change is enough to actually have him jump between one place and the other. Potentially. So there is a teleport to destination, right? Without any fancy stuff. Why people get stuck on top of that stair? I have no idea. People get stuck here. A lot of people get stuck there. It's like if there is a collision, but I'm not going to debug. I'm not going to debug that. Okay, is compiled. So now what we want to see that NPC basically teleporting between one waypoint and the other. And in theory, considering it's a loop, it should also teleport back, I think. It should teleport between the two waypoints, I think, or not. But to me, it's fine. If it does it one time, is enough, because is proving that it works, right? It's proving that it works. If it does it just one time, is enough. And it did it already. Fantastic. It did it. It just jumped from here to there. Fantastic. Okay, so this works. So now we want to do the real test. The real test is this, is to go production data, is to go production underscore prod2 npc true. Yes. So we restart the server with all the maps and with all the npc, the production npc, and then we go to Brado like we did the other day, and we want to sim teleport from his counter in the front of his counter, and then we want him to walk without getting stuck anywhere. right? So if that happens, then I think we are in very good shape. So basically tonight we fixed potentially two important issues. The missing teleport and the ramroll. It is coming, the test. Usually number of people goes up when I'm about to leave, because I think that we have the US people. I mean, for me it's midnight, but for you it's like 6 p.m, so I know. Okay, so I will teleport me to Brado, which hopefully is standing in the tavern. I will also set the time of the day to be 9 in the morning, so in theory there are no strange events happening for him. And then I will percept him. Percept, target, go work. Okay. He's trying, but he's not teleporting. I don't know why. He's trying. In theory, the path that is in front of him is a teleport one, if I remember right. In theory, this path is a teleport one. 735, 715. But it seems that he's pushing the counter, so he's not understanding what he needs to do. 715. Let me say where flags equal teleport. 715, 735. Yes, you see 715, 735 is actually a teleport. So why in his brain? I think he's trying to do something else, but he's wrong, because the only thing he should do is to teleport through that. So probably he's choosing another waypoint as a... Probably he's choosing another waypoint. That's possible. We need to understand why. Current local destination, Akka Central 200. Akka Central 200. Akka Central 200. No, it's none of these two. So he decided to go in another place somehow. He's not going to that waypoint. He's going to Akka Central 200, which is not very far probably, but is not where we want him to be, to go. Akka Central 200. No. Akka Central 200 is here. So the first waypoint that he feels is this one. It is the first waypoint that he's trying to connect. So maybe these two waypoints are not connected. Maybe these two waypoints are not connected or something. But I think they are, because yesterday we saw him moving, right? Let me try to put him here. Let me try to put him here. And then to percept him again to go work, okay? I don't know if I can do it quick enough, but let me try to percept him to go work. Yeah, I think the teleport is a problem for him. I think the teleport is definitely a problem. Yeah, you see that they are connected. They are. You don't see the line because they are different sectors, but actually they are connected. So he's able to. The teleport behind the counter is the problem. So it seems that the teleport is messing up with his brain. We need to understand why. But okay, let's follow him a bit and see if he's not getting stuck, okay? Because yesterday he was getting stuck in a lot of places, mainly when the waypoint were too high. But now, with the change that we did, right? If the waypoint is roughly at 1 meter from the ground, there should be no problem. If the waypoint is very, very high or very low, then yes, we will have a problem anyway, so it will get stuck. But hello, Devro. We have fixed 2 problems, but I mean, one seems not to be fixed for this guy. But we have fixed 2 problems in the navigation, and we are testing that. Basically, we adapted the navigation to the height of the character. So if the character is very small or the character is very big, the waypoints for him get adjusted accordingly, right? So that he can find the waypoint. Because the problem we had is that he was not finding the waypoint. I don't know why the sensitivity of the mouse mode is actually not getting set. I don't understand. Okay, so you have to go there and set it again to actually set it properly. Do you prefer to have the sprint as a toggle instead of having it pressed? Probably yes, huh? Now it would be nice to see if there is one waypoint that is very off, like too high or too low, and see if it gets stuck. But probably the answer is yes. I mean, if the waypoint is really too high, he may get stuck. But it's a pity that we didn't fix the teleport. And so, for some reason in his brain, he started from Ojapat. He didn't start from the one that was next to him. I don't know why. So he didn't identify the one that was next to him as the closest. And that's very strange. By the way, I think we should go through all the waypoints in the current sector first, no? I don't know. Sometimes he's doing strange changes. Yeah, I decided to take this path and not the one on the road, but it's fine. I mean, we just designed it this way. In theory, this path was a path more for monsters, and this one was a path more for humans. For example, this one is pretty high. This one also seems kind of high, but you see, it's not getting at the moment. It's not getting stuck anymore. Yesterday, it got stuck way before this. Right? It got stuck multiple times, and I had to push him multiple times. So we are just following him and seeing if everything works as expected. At the moment, his brain is pretty busy because, well, also I think I'm printing a million. No, I'm not printing a million debug, but his brain is pretty busy because every 200 milliseconds he's checking where he has to go and he's adjusting the position if needed and things like that. But in reality, yeah, in the old game we were working on the linear move manually. Now here we are just using Unreal, and so it's Unreal that is actually using a move to location, and we are telling Unreal every point that he has to follow, right? So it's we giving the points to Unreal, so that the solver, let's say, for the navigation is done by us, and Unreal is just moving this guy on a straight line. So this is what is happening at the moment. But it seems to be working pretty well. I think we have the problem of the teleport. The teleport actually did not work. But I don't know if it's the teleport that didn't, or just the fact that when I said go to work, he decided, he selected another point, right? He didn't select the closest to him. Which is a bit strange. Here is risking his life by walking so much on the border. The reason is that this waypoint is defined as really too big, so we need to shrink it. So we need to modify the size of the waypoints based on the size of the road, and also if you want the NPC to walk on the road, we need to have the waypoint as big as the road, right? Like this is a bit weird because he may walk here actually outside of the road. Ah, fuck. Interesting case. So in this case, you see that the waypoint is actually very large, and part of the waypoint is, in this place. So basically, he's in the right spot. But the terrain is too low in this particular location, and so he thinks he didn't reach it, right? He thinks he didn't reach it. Now the thing that is not kicking in is the automatic teleport, because in theory what we had in the previous game is that if this guy was getting stuck for a certain amount of seconds, his brain would detect the fact that he's stuck and it would teleport him to the destination automatically, right? But it is not happening. I don't know why, but it's not happening. So at the moment his brain is Yeah, but anyway, the reason it got stuck is because that waypoint is defined a bit in a weird way, right? So we will have probably to fix the waypoint. But yes, at the moment, he's just trying to move, and the distance between his current wonder operation, yes, his current wonder operation is 104. So we are again in the situation where he's too far from the waypoint, right? He's too far, and the reason is that the road is going down so much here, and so he cannot reach it. Now, the solution will be to move this waypoint a bit more inside, and also maybe make it smaller. Now, if I nudge him a bit, the problem is that we did it already, but if I nudge him a bit, I think he will mess up, because he will now point. So I just moved him up 1 meter, but you see that probably now he's not pointing here anymore. This is basically what happens also with the teleport. Now, he didn't aim for this, but he decided to aim for something else, which I don't know what is it. Usually is like 2 waypoints after. Actually, we can see it, because if we debug, we see where he's trying to go, right? He's trying to go to Oja 12 at this location. To Oja 12 at this location. Here. No. No. I think there was an old log, probably. Uh-oh. Hello. This guy is looking a bit scary, huh? But yes, basically is properly going here. It's properly going here. Yeah, we may have the same problem with these waypoints, you see, because these waypoints are so big that if he chooses a point that is like here at the beginning, it will be super far from the waypoint. So we cannot have waypoints that are so large when the road is so steep, right? That's another kind of takeaway. Yes, that's another takeaway. But it seems he's going, boys. Seems he's going. I think he will arrive to the city one day. One day. One day we'll arrive to the city. Now, do we want him really to do all this walking? Probably not. I think it would be nice if he could use a mount. That would be very nice. If he could take a mount, if he could summon a mount and just ride it. It's not very easy though, because when he's on the mount, he's another character. I mean, it's a long story. But anyway, I think we cannot follow in the whole way, boys, because it's very long. It will take like 10 minutes. So we just passed the first map. There is a full second map, and then half of the other map, so it will take forever, but I think it's working. It's just the teleport that is broken. But I think it's really working. I have to fix the teleport. Co. Who is saying co? There is a Kikiri around here, eh? Ah, it's there. I see him. Ah, it was looking at me. He was looking at me for a second, like, is this guy still following me? Yes, I'm still following you. I am. Do you want to follow him until the city? I think is going to take forever, boys. It's going to take forever. But I think it's working, because at the moment in his brain, there is the next location, right? But the engine, I mean the server, has the full path properly mapped. Otherwise it would not move. Otherwise it would not, we would not do anything. Okay, I think I'm gonna go because it's past midnight and I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, so... But we fixed at least one bug, which is the one of the height. Now, if you could fix also the teleport fully, I would be happy, but at least in our sample case, the teleport worked, right? In the case that we tested with the dwarf, it was working as expected. Okay, I'm going to go. I will see you tomorrow evening. I can say bye-bye to you with my character. Bye-bye. And if you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that would be nice. If you want to do a bit more, you can go to patreon.com/planeshift, which is this fantastic website. And here you can join, and you can get access to the game. First of all, the alpha of the game, you can download it and play it. And then you can see some videos that I'm posting, like for example, you have, what is it? You have a preview of the shrines. You have another preview of something else. You have a factions explained, and all the new symbols that we're gonna use. And then you get access to Discord, right? To our Discord dedicated to the supporters. With that, I think I'm gonna go, and I will see you tomorrow evening. Right? We are making progress. Slowly, but we are making progress. Bye, bye, bye. Have a good night. Bye-bye.